you.
It's quite a bold move to try to make inroads in the U.S. and Canada. Why do you think you can make it there?
Well, first of all, we've been planning for this for 4 years already, from the day when we had the idea of setting up an automotive company. We think that we can make a success in the U.S. because we, like everywhere else, like in Vietnam, we focus on, number one, to have a good quality products. We have a portfolio of, we're showing at the Los Angeles Auto Show now, 2 models, VF E35 and VF E36, so the mid-size SUV and the full-size SUV, all electric vehicles. And at CES, we're going to show more of our portfolio. So we have good quality products, and we top it up with 10 years warranty for our cars. Secondly, we price our products very competitively.
What would that be? What's the price range?
We're still working on it. So we discuss it early next year, but it's going to be very competitive to the internal combustion engine vehicles that make consumer move from internal combustion engine vehicle to electric vehicle easily, because as you know, I mean, not everybody can afford to buy $100,000, $150,000 EVs, right? It's
you're talking about Tesla, aren't you?
and many others. So I mean, there are people that would like those vehicles, that are attracted to those vehicles. But I think for most of the people in the mass market, their affordability is lower, and we're making cars for those people. And we're not competing with any EV companies. We would like to take market share from the internal combustion engine vehicles. That is the trend everywhere in the world anyway.
So what kind of market share are you looking at in the US, in Canada? Because I know back home, you're the key player.
Yeah, we spent the last 2 years working on the domestic markets. We have only 3 models in Vietnam, but each of the models already taking the leading position in the Vietnamese market, and we're getting ready to go global next year. In the U.S., I think even if we can get like 0.5% of market share, the total addressable market, meaning that all the cars in the U.S. are 1% or 2% in the future, that's a lot already. So.
You're also looking at a plan to perhaps open a factory in the U.S. Where might that be? When might that be?
Right now, we have narrowed down from more than 50 sites to about 5-6 sites. So we're considering them right now. Probably early next year at CES, we'll be able to make that announcement. The plan to open the manufacturing complex in the U.S. will be in the second half of 2024.
And what kind of investments are you trying to put in?
We're looking at around $5-6 billion in the first phase. The first 2 years, about $1.5 to $2 billion for 100,000 car factory, gigafactory to manufacture battery cell and battery packs for the vehicle, and electric bus factory as well.
You have big plans in the U.S. There are conversations about listing in the U.S. as well. Where are you on that, and what's hindering that plan? I mean, could you go sooner rather than later?
Yeah, we plan to go to list in the U.S. Probably will happen in the next year or 2. So we're working on it.
Likely the next year rather than 2?
The earlier the better, but I think it depends on a lot of other factors, like we're waiting to launch our electric vehicles in Vietnam first. So we have a pre-order of 25,000 cars that we need to deliver within end of this year and early next year, so that the market know that we actually have electric cars on the road. We are working on the portfolio of multiple cars, with 2 cars that we're showing in Los Angeles. Those models will be launched in the U.S., so we open for pre-order in first half of 2022, and for delivery in the second half of 2022.
I'm just curious, why not ride under euphoria right now on the back of Rivian, for instance, which has done, it's done a phenomenal IPO?
Might happen. I think the possibility of IPO depends a lot on the market. So if it depends entirely on us, then it would have happened already. But the Rivian IPO was fantastic, and we think that the market is looking for more players that can execute in this sector, and I think that we will have good opportunity ahead of us.
How about plans at home in terms of what you're investing in? Will you be perhaps building a battery plant in Vietnam?
Yeah, we announced about a month ago that we're opening a battery cell factory and a battery pack factory in central Vietnam, and also we are setting up autonomous driving and smart and connectivity, smart features and connectivity testing facilities. So we're going to do test a lot of our tests and validation in that facility, and also we're going to focus on developing new features for the vehicles like autonomous driving or smart services.
So that plans to supply your own batteries?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you so much.
In addition to others as well.